Welcome to JSA TV, where we're covering the latest news, stories, and trends from within the digital infrastructure space. And we are coming at you live. That's right, Miranda. We are live right now from beautiful Austin, Texas, at the Datacloud USA Metro Connect show, where the home of the Longhorns, right? The Longhorns. Austin?
I can't get into this. I have different allegiances. I can't even talk. At our house, yes, the Longhorns, Texas Longhorns.
Okay, Texas Longhorns. It is the state capital, Austin,
There you go.
and I was told that it is known for keeping it weird. So
I thought it was keeping it weird.
keeping it weird, right? Keeping it.
Oh, I heard real.
No. Keeping it real weird. We're about to keep it so real and so weird. And speaking of real and weird, this thought leader on my right is Miranda Gardiner. Miranda is the executive director of the iMasons Climate Accord. My friend in real life, my friend in social spheres. Miranda, how are you?
I'm good, Dean. Thank you for having me. As always, good to see you. Good
Great
to be
to see
back
you.
in Austin for
Yeah.
this event. And happy to have a chat with you today.
Outstanding. We got a lot to chat about. And so in the interest of having that actual conversation, I'm going to jump right into question number one.
Yes.
You recently had a pretty big announcement with the release of the ICA maturity model just earlier this year. Why don't you tell us about the ICA maturity model?
So the maturity model was one of the foundational blocks of the launch of the Climate Accord. So the advisory council of the iMasons sat down when they launched the Climate Accord. They talked about where would be the areas of impact and how would we measure and look at that. Maturity model being one of them. So this has been effectively a labor of love from our working groups, our governing body, our volunteers to get engaged and how we signal to the market where they can go on their decarbonization journey through our three pillars that we've talked about before, right?
Yeah.
Materials, equipment, and power. So last year was really the heavy push on this. We did 3 rounds of public comment. We went back to our advisory council. We went to iMasons membership in general. We went to other industry bodies. Help us help you kind of make this really a document that's worth it. February, it was published. It is available for download. It is free to download. We are now working on next steps, including a tracker that companies can use internally to measure their own progress. We don't even need to see it in market. Take it and
This
use
is
it
real
for
now.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
We are looking at things like supply chain decarbonization. You want to talk about materials? Well, where is your supply chain in that exercise? How do we ensure there's a conversation between the owner-operators and then your delivery partners and also your vendors? This kind of really robust framework that now is stepping into a space of how do you use it? First is that big academic, I'll say it that way, document. Now it's implement and impact.
This is the fruits of a considerable amount of labor. I know you and the team over there at iMasons. It's something that you've been talking about, and preaching is not the word that but it is something that it has been your pulpit for a long time, and here it is, and it's ready for use, and we're ready to make it happen.
Yes. You probably, if you've ever been to the Climate Accord's website, you've seen the diagram. Again, connecting those dots, how it looks sort of in visual draft form of where you are in different levels, 24/7 power, again, decarbonizing, say, your concrete or your steel, those kinds of things. Now you actually have a tangible document you can look at. It starts with tables that show kind of where we indicate the baseline, how you go through 4 levels of maturity, those reductions. And what we would really ultimately like to see is volunteered information to us so that we can then take that next step. Again, what is that? Oh, you know what? Power is in good shape. You guys are really mature on ensuring it's a cleaner grid. Now we really need to dive into equipment or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
And so the goal is this will become the next evolution of the maturity on it, the next step in how we decarbonize.
I love it. I actually have other questions. We could spend the entire time,
so much time
on that
so
one.
Just go and download.
Okay.
Next
What can you tell us about the iMasons GRESB data center assessment tool and how it aligns with the maturity model?
All right, I'm going to first correct you. It's called GRESB.
GRESB. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All the acronyms.
All the acronyms, too many.
Yeah.
GRESB is a reporting framework that has been in the market. I'm not gonna butcher how long it's been in the market, but it's been in the market Primarily, you've seen it on the side of private equity or real estate companies doing their reporting for their stakeholders, their boards, et cetera, to understand where they are in their sustainability journey. Data centers have not been a part of that. It's been mostly on the commercial side, right? The commercial portfolios. GRESB approached our iMasons Sustainability Committee, obviously the Climate Accord as well, to talk through what a module would look like for data centers. It's been another labor of love project with the iMasons Sustainability Committee. So Bethany Brantley from Stack Infrastructure has been heading it up from that side, along with our former global ED, Jeff Olmelchek. We've been talking with and working with the GRESB team very closely. So Chris Pike is one of those people, Kathy Grantham, so et cetera, right? Again, a lot of experts in the room doing this. We are now at the point where we are in a pilot of that module for data centers to do their reporting and really understand it in a larger picture. Again, the goal will be that will launch next year, early next year.
Busy over there, huh?
Just a little bit, but to the points that we've always discussed is we want to do stuff that's complementary. We want to bring the expertise of the data center to other trade associations, other nonprofits that maybe don't have this expertise. How can we be the voice in the room? How can we really ensure that we are doing the things in developing ways to help sustainability move forward from our industry side of this?
What I love so much about what you all do, and sorry, I'm going off script, is that for so long, when I think iMasons, I think this absolute critical brain trust ecosystem building, and you guys have all been doing that. But so you've established this ecosystem, and you've taken all of the smarts from that ecosystem, and you're applying it now in ways that they can all do things better, and that future members, future partners of the iMasons can also do things better and monitor and measure and continue to do things better.
Yeah. And you know what? It comes from them. This is really for the members, by the members. Yes, there's some guidance from the governing body. Yes, there's guidance from our advisory council, but it is really those 60 plus volunteers on the Climate Accord side, bringing what they know, bringing the expertise of their teams, their companies to the table, steering it. We like to call it kind of collaborative competitiveness. We know that sometimes these are peers / competitors. How do they come to the space? Well, they kind of put some of that aside and really understand this. Julia Lee from Meta on our governing body says it. It's not a problem we created alone. It's sure as heck not a solution we're going to find alone. So I give a lot of credit to so many of those volunteers. I mean, they give their time and effort and energy moreover than I don't know where they find it.
And you've established such a good brand cachet because people we need to be a part of this. This is something that we need to be a part of. And
we're seeing that member uptick too, right?
We love it. We love it. We love the iMasons. Obviously, I've got other questions. You hosted the ICA Summer Member Webinar Series. Some key themes or insights that emerged from that series.
Okay, so we did a 12-week series. It was every Friday for our members to join. It was not recorded. Very specifically and purposely so that we could have honest, candid conversations about topics at hand. Things like, what are we seeing in a renewables transition when we're seeing also headwinds towards it?
Okay.
To be fair, though, to put a point on that one, there was a 10% increase in renewable investment the first half of this year over last year at the same time. So renewables are not off the market. Anyone concerned about that? Yeah. They got into topics like that. They got into the topic from last year, environmental product declarations. How do we get more of them into market? Looking at things as well when it comes to the materials, low carbon concrete. How do we finance? How do we scale that? So we had these conversations every week, 45 different individuals who came and talked with us. We're putting out a summary report of that with the links that were shared, the kind of speakers that were featured, et cetera. We're going to turn it into a monthly series. But really the insights came from the willingness for people week in and week out. It was on average about a 30 to 40 person attendance from 30 to 40 different companies, right? It wasn't just everyone from one. It was really a good swath of it. And we ended it with Santiago Sunaga, our iMason CEO, and two of our governing body members talk about what they were excited about for the fall and really wrap up a summer series. So we're excited to move it into a monthly because weekly takes a little bit of time.
I'll bet. Okay. Last question. Completely off script again. What gives you the most hope right now? What are you most hopeful for? What are you seeing from your seat over there at the Climate Accord that gives you the most hope in our industry?
The passion and also really the kind of fire in the belly that these volunteer experts bring to the table. they are not willing to hear the news that no, sustainability is not a part of this.
Yeah.
No, it is. We are making it well known. We are doing the things that people need to do, whether, again, financially, scalability, whatever those are, to ensure that this keeps happening. And so to see that member uptick, to see that volunteer engagement, to see those people show up every week over the summer to participate in these dialogues and figure out what the work product is to drive the industry, I get up every morning to do that with them. So I can't thank them enough.
I love it. Well, we can't thank you enough. Thanks so much,
Ian.
Miranda.
Appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching JSA TV. We'll see you real soon.